Yo, so in this one, we're going to be checking out this video that IGN posted. It says, Halo Studios Unreal Engine 5 update trailer. So, I haven't played a Halo game in a while. I did, when Infinite came out, I downloaded the free-to-play multiplayer thing on Steam, but I literally never played it. But I do have experience in Unreal Engine, so I am interested in seeing what they're cooking up in Unreal Engine. I'm not familiar if any of their other games are made in Unreal Engine. I don't think so, but yeah, let's go ahead and hop into this.
Chris Matthews, take one. Mark.
This is Casey Wu, take one. Mark.
I was told that I can just be my authentic self, Chris.
For 6 years, I don't want to be in front of a camera.
There's so much to do and so much fun to be had when you play Halo that I feel like I never run out of things to do.
I love intricate stories that take place across lots of different worlds, have lots of different meaningful characters.
So I am someone that likes to play a lot of like story-driven games, but like when I did play Halo, I played it for the multiplayer, and I only really ever played it with friends. The Halos that I played the most was Halo 2 and Halo 3, so it's been a really long time. I did play one after that, but I don't remember which one it was. I played it with this girl I was dating. I played it with her brother, but that would have probably been around like 2011, 2012-ish, so probably whatever was around back then.
What made Halo successful at the beginning? What is the legacy of Halo, and what's the soul that we want to bring forward, and what's the craft of making Halo games, and how do we set our studio at best to go deliver on that?
We knew we had
Halo
to
was
make a change
massive back in the
order
day.
to take us into the future.
When I first heard about Halo moving to Unreal Engine, my first thought was,
okay, so
this is going to be a really hard
this
secret
is going
to
to be
keep.
new for them, I
I think
guess.
fans are going to be excited about the future of Halo because of the possibilities that are afforded us by using Unreal.
Before,
yeah,
we
Unreal,
really had
it's
to split
pretty
our
powerful.
focus and think.
Like I was saying, I actually have been using Unreal Engine myself for about 5 years. It is pretty powerful. A lot of games that are released these days use Unreal Engine, and it is super powerful, but it is really, really heavy. Unreal Engine is kind of known for really making a lot of like just heavy games, you know, like heavy on performance. Like it's just really, really heavy. It's kind of the easiest way to explain it.
Thinking about building an engine, supporting it, being really kind of a tech company and a studio at the same time. Since we've made the change to shift to UE, we can bring Halo forward in ways that people have never seen before.
I'm sure it's going to be beautiful.
To what Halo
is. It's going to be probably one of the best looking Halo
project
games.
Was an effort to show ourselves how far we can push things using Unreal 5.
New studio art director, Chris, came to me and said, hey, I have this crazy idea.
He said, hey, there's this thing called Project Foundry that I want to do. Let's make it happen.
Foundry specifically is based around the same concept of the Foundry in Halo lore. It's the place where Halo rings are born.
I don't think I've heard of Foundry. Is this what they're working on? It looks a little
project
compressed.
For our studio, so we can prepare ourselves for the next steps of making Halo games.
Okay, this looks good. If this is what they're making in Unreal Engine, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, that looks amazing. Oh, look at that. Let me go back there. You can see the, there's like snow particles coming off that rock right there. It's a lot of detail.
The original Halo franchise was a graphics showcase. It was best in class. That's what Halo was when it first was released, and that's what Halo needs to be again.
Hell yeah. It's looking good. Currently rendered in Unreal Engine 5, it says at the bottom.
So once Project Foundry had been approved, we took the entire creative team and we ideated on 3 locations, something old, something new, and something really alien.
We had the Pacific Northwest, which is sort of traditional Halo biome.
We were trying to shove as much
Pretty
foliage in there as
biome here.
humanly possible to make it really feel like you're on a hike in the, Cascades.
The Cold Lands, which was the second biome that we took on,
I like
it was
this
more
one,
of a
though.
technical
Dude, any kind of, like,
showcase where
snow
we could
environments
play
in
with
games are
shaders, we
fucking
could play with
beautiful.
deformable landscapes and terrains. Unreal affords us more opportunity than we've ever had in the past.
You know, on the surface, it might just look all like snow, but how many layers of things combine to really give that winter look?
And
I
then our
mean, you
third
can make
biome
some
was the
cool-ass
Blight
snow
Lands, which
environments.
is any land.
Oh, what the hell
that's
is
been
this?
completely taken over by the flood.
I wanted to give
Oh,
our
God.
team the opportunity to really express an alien world, a really alien world.
Yeah,
taking
that
something
looks-
way further than they may have actually done in previous
Like
Halo
the
games.
world is just
What's impressed
has
me about
warts
watching the
and
Halo team
boils
work
all
in
over it.
Unreal is how beautiful everything looks, how incredible the environments look. I don't think we've
Yeah,
seen it.
one of the thing with Unreal Engine that I think, I mean, there's a few things that kind of put Unreal Engine as like so far ahead as for like making things so visually appealing is that its lighting. It has lumen, which is insanely beautiful. It has nanite, which you know, makes having really high dense polygons possible without like taking a massive performance hit. And I think those are the two really big things. The lighting in Unreal Engine is like far superior to a lot of engines. And nanite, which nanite is still being developed, and like they're adding in like skeletal mesh nanite systems in the new version of 5.5. And yeah, dude, like Unreal Engine, like they're always adding in new things that are like constantly changing the way that you can like build things. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing.
Anything quite like it in Unreal Engine before.
Fortunately, we have a studio that's really passionate about Halo, about the look and the feel, and you know, I think there's a lot of hunger to really collaborate, to move forward together.
Foundry was an initiative that touched on every part of the creative process. Everything from concept art, VFX, characters, vehicles, and weapons to make the future games of Halo.
Creating an asset, taking this design, now we can really dig into material foundations. What is it actually made of? How is it physically accurate to the world? Now we get to take all the wonderful legacy assets that we have, bring them to life, and bring them to today's standards.
Yeah, it looks like they're definitely putting a lot of detail into it.
We are really excited to be not just working on multiple projects, but also expanding our studio.
As a lifelong Halo player, I think the game's only going to get better when we get those new, unique perspectives and people bring in their expertise and passion for the Halo franchise.
We are looking for new talent as the projects that we're working on kind of get further and further into their development cycles.
And it is great to be part of a team that's growing because you can kind of see that force multiplied as people come in and take on challenges and you can do more.
Imagine a place where you have the commitment that this
I'm
is
excited
what
to
we
see what
wanna
they do.
Halo games, and create those experiences. And you can express your talent, your creativity, and your professional ambitions in that place.
We're looking for designers, we're looking for artists, we're looking for engineers.
It feels like
They're
a new
pretty much
beginning
hiring,
for
which
the
means they're
studio in a lot of
probably
ways, and I
pretty
think that's pretty
early
rare.
on in development, whatever they're making.
And I think we arrived now at a point where you see the beginnings of people to start to believe in the process.
There's so much momentum that we have right now and focus and clarity on not just what we're building, but why we're building and kind of this next phase of Halo.
The worlds that we're building, the stories that we're going after.
The potential at Halo right now is huge.
Halo Infinite was the last remnants of how we made Halo games in the
Yeah.
past. That was
It's
our
been a
recipe.
few years.
And what we are doing right now, we're changing that recipe.
Interesting. I wonder what they're changing about it, other than Unreal Engine. A change is probably a good thing. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's looking good so far. I mean, all we really saw was cinematics and art, but I'm excited to see what they cook up. Let's go down to the comments and see what they say. Halo used to be the game. Feels like they've been a few years behind everyone else for a while now. Hopefully they can bring it back. Yeah, so this is something else I wanted to touch on. So, you know, like back in the day, Halo was really massive. And like everyone that I hear talk about Halo, you know, in the past few years has basically talked about, you know, how it's just not what it used to be. And I know when Infinite came out, like, I didn't hear a lot of hate on the game, but I didn't really hear a lot of people like being really hype about it. I think there was about a week of like, you know, people like being pretty hype about it coming out, like when the free-to-play like multiplayer thing came out, and I basically haven't heard anything about the game since. And you know, that's not exactly a good sign. You make this, you know, big multiplayer game, usually if it does good, you're gonna hear about it for a while. And like when Halo 1, 2, and 3 came out way back in the day, dude, those games, like, you heard about those games for literally years. And yeah, we just haven't heard anything like that in a long time with Halo. What made Halo special? Pre-Destiny Bungie. Well, Bungie is, I mean, Destiny 2 is kind of like, they're not doing anything new for Destiny 2, so. Graphics look cool, but it has to be the story and gameplay that really makes it break for me. I agree, the graphics are beautiful, but like, you know, graphics don't mean anything if the gameplay isn't good. They were so close to touching on what really has been lacking in Halo. Sure, the old Halo games were great looking, but what made them beloved was the stories and characters. Halo can look impressive, but please prioritize the story and storytelling. See, I never actually played the story of the old Halos. I only played the multiplayer. It'd be nice to kind of be able to go back and play them, but dude, I don't even know how I would be able to get a hold of those without getting like some old Xboxes and like hunting down the games. Unless you can get them online somehow. I'm not aware of that though. If anyone knows if that's possible, let me know in the comments. Hey man, Halo is a little more than shiny landscapes. Yeah, they did kind of, I think they didn't necessarily mean that was exactly what made Halo special, but yeah. But hell yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. I mean, Unreal Engine is obviously going to be beautiful. One of my concerns with them moving to Unreal Engine is, are they going to be able to optimize it? Because like I was saying earlier, Unreal Engine is a very, very heavy engine. And it definitely looks like they're putting a lot of detail in like just a little bit that I've seen here. And my concerns are going to be on performance. And obviously if the gameplay is good, I'll probably try it out, but from the looks of it, like they were explaining in the video, they're hiring a bunch of people right now, which means we're probably at least a few years out from, you know, really seeing any kind of gameplay or anything out of this. But I am excited to see what they cook up. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments section. I'm definitely interested in it. I think it'll be a nice little change. They said they were going to revamp or kind of like, you know, change the way they're doing things. I'm hoping it's more than just an engine change, because Halo definitely needs some kind of change, something more than just an engine change. But yeah, we're gonna call it here for this one. If you like the video, hit the like button. It definitely helps the channel a lot. And if you're new around here, subscribe. And if you have anything to suggest me watching, checking out on the internet, doesn't really matter what it is. If it's cool, I'll check it out. Leave all that down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.